Oh my god, hey!
Hi.
Welcome to part 3 of the Spring 2026 New York vlog with me, Mickey Jo.
And me, Aeron James.
This is the final installment of our trip, and for the last few days we are staying in Brooklyn, which is currently with Ashley, which is right now popping the heck off with the Brooklyn half marathon? It's a half marathon.
One of the Brooklyn half marathons.
One of the Brooklyn half marathons. We are walking to Smorgasburg to go and get us some delicious food before I go and see a matinee. And here it is. There's a Smorgasburg Prospect Park as well as a Williamsburg, question mark, Ashley? Yes.
And they're starting in Manhattan.
Oh, and this takes place basically on Sundays throughout the summer. And there's lots of food, people bring dogs. The vibes are good. The vibes are good, everybody. I am about to, owing to some travel delays due to the half marathon of it all, grab some food and then be on my merry way. But Aeron and Ashley are here to vibe and have a lovely time.
Yay!
And basically this is what we got going on. We got eateries, we got drinks, we got world cuisines. Aeron and Ashley getting some Guatemalan coffee. We got a lot of half marathon finishers and spectators refueling after what I'm sure has been a busy but rewarding morning. Vermont maple lemonade sounds amazing. Filipino food. I'm 2 stalls in and I'm already excited. What do I want? What am I going to have? We've got sweet treats, we've got savory bites. Lots of good looking things here today. Here's what I've gone for. 4 Brazilian empanadas from Petisco Brazuca. 2 of them chicken, 2 of them cheese. I'm gonna go find Aeron and tell him that there's cheese bread nearby. I discovered cheese bread, which is inherently gluten-free, on my trip to Sao Paulo a couple years ago. Where is Aeron? Where is Ashley? There are a lot of people here. And a lot of dogs, which is nice. I came here to eat empanadas and then immediately leave. But I did get one of those Vermont lemonades. Guava maple lemonade. It's good. It's good. My hair is going to be insane today. I'm just embracing it. I am heading into Manhattan to like 54th and 10th to go and see not a Broadway show, not an off-Broadway show, I guess, but the NYU performance of Pippin. I believe this is not only NYU performed but also student produced, which makes it really exciting. I have never seen student theatre in New York. I see very little student theatre in the UK, sadly, to my regret. But I'm excited to see this today. I love Pippin as a show. I'm always excited to see a different interpretation. It's one of those shows where it kind of offers the opportunity for reinterpretation. You'll never see really the same production of Pippin twice. So, very intrigued to find out what this is like. So I'm heading to the subway with my lemonade. Made it into the city, 20 minutes until curtain. I got off at the 57th Street subway station, but there's an exit on 55th. Great travel tip here. If you're using the subway, pay attention to the exits. Usually the subway stations span multiple streets, multiple avenues. Get the closest that you need to be to where you are going, and in Manhattan that's just a numbers game. What's the street, what's the avenue, running to make this light. Oh, I've got another 10 seconds. This is fine. A little 10-second countdown going on over here. FYI, on most junctions, when that changes, that one will then become a walk. So you can kind of anticipate when the lights are going to change. Anyway, take the exit from the subway that is closest to where you're going, so it's going to be easier, by and large, to navigate underground. You'll move faster than when you get up here, and then you have to stop on every corner because of all of the junctions that are only crossing in one direction at a time. But I need to get to, what did I say it was? 53rd and 10th is where this theatre is. I don't think I've been there before. It's called ART, New York City Theatres. Oh, we can see Studio 54 just over there. Always a helpful reminder of which street we're on. Heading over this way. That's a theatrical building. I don't know what it is. I can't quite make out the name either, but I can see the masks waving over there. What does it say? Is that the American Theatre of Actors? How interesting. But yeah, rather than trying to memorize directions like I'm going to take 2 lefts and then 3 rights or whatever, Manhattan, it can be very overstimulating, it can be very overwhelming. All you need to know is, like, we're on 49th and 6th. If we're going to, for example, 53rd and 10th, then you've got to go up 4, because the streets get higher as they go up, and you've got to go left, because the numbers increase to the left. What did I say? 6th to 10th, you've got to go left 4, and then you just count the junctions. You can occasionally check in on your device to make sure you're heading the right way, but the grid system, once you get your mind around it, eventually I think makes things much easier. Problems arise when you stop paying attention to how many you've done and you end up on a street. Thank you, 54th Street Auto Care. Helpful. Not all streets, not all junctions I should say, have the street signs. But that was evidently 9th and 54th. So by my maths, thank you proof on Broadway, one more street over, one more avenue over, one more street down. And then we will be at our destination, which I'm assuming is a little sort of like black box studio space where I'm going to see some student theatre. Only it's the musical Pippin. And here is today's theatrical venue. I don't know if it's meant to say ART New York Theatres or if it's just Art New York Theatres. I'm obviously used to the American Repertory Theatre in Cambridge, Massachusetts, but this is where we will be today. Let's have a look at what else is advertised here in the windows. There we go. We have a new play going on. We have the studio sessions for MCC's Miscast, which is taking place tomorrow, and that's advertising an album. Actually, that is an album, is what that is. And we have a lot of posters for MCC. Is this the back of the MCC building? Is this the same building? I have questions. I mean, just a little beyond it, that is the MCC stage door. That banner has seen slightly better days. So yes, maybe this is sharing the building or just happens to be a nearby neighbour. Anyway, we're going to head in now and I'll go find my seat. And here I am in the space. You can get a sense of the size of it. This is the setup here for Pippin. Love this little set detail on the side here. We can glimpse the cast getting ready. I'm anticipating, based on some of the aesthetics I can half see and the programme I've been given, a somewhat traditional sort of Harlequinish Pippin, but I will report back. I will show you said little single sheet programme here, a night you will remember for the rest of your lives, with all of the song list there and a little QR code to scan should you wish to. Okay, Pippin. Okay, student Pippin. I enjoyed that. I enjoyed that an awful lot because creative choices were being made. And needless to say, very talented performers. Great dancers, fantastic vocals, but great, vibrant, characterful personalities, which works very well in a show like Pippin. Yeah, as I suspected from the preset, definitely more of a kind of traditional quintessential Pippin, which I enjoy. I have seen hippie Pippin, I have seen video game Pippin, I have seen versions that try and sort of co-opt choices made by the more recent Broadway revival, the circus one, and there were like little notes of that, but also it felt very much just like traditional back to its roots Pippin, which indicates a trust of the material. Sometimes that's my favourite way to see a show, a Pippin that's just like, we're not going to foist a concept onto it, we're just going to do it. And I enjoyed that, and I think that's probably the best showcase for the performers. Otherwise, it becomes about the concept. Anyhow, that was great. Here are some creative choices. I loved the aesthetic of the whole thing. The costuming, particularly great. The kind of vintage strongman aesthetic for Lewis. I liked drag performer Bertha. That worked really well. A lot of like stagey choreography nods, a little bit of like cabaret chair, Liza Minnelli choreo, but also a little bit of chorus line one and music in the mirror just thrown in there as well for good measure. Pippin sounded fantastic, leading player did a great job, some real breakout star turns in the supporting cast, but great work to all involved. I had a great time, and I am difficult to please when it comes to a show like Pippin, so yay for that. I am now heading to go and meet Aeron at Sir Henry's, where our friend Michael, who is a Broadway photographer, is doing a little afternoon cocktail party photography thing. this afternoon in conjunction with Broadway for Arts Education, which we participated in a couple of years ago. So we're going to swing by and see what's going on over there before our evening performance in under 2 hours' time. Yes, like an hour 45. It's creeping up on us today. This is Sir Henry's, by the way. It's on the corner of like 48th and 8th, so a well-placed pre-show or post-show cocktail spot if that's what you're looking for. Also, what a gorgeous day it is today in Midtown Manhattan. The rain has cleared and blue skies in abundance. I suspect the opening night carpet for The Lost Boys is already beginning, which is very exciting. It's also the final opening night of the Broadway season. The final reviews of the Broadway season will be published later this evening, and then it'll be an express ride towards the Tony nominations getting announced and the Tony Awards themselves, because this is the last one of a quieter season than we had last time around, both the blessing and the curse in its own ways, but definitely very interesting to speculate about. Also, I'm sure more things about Pippin are going to occur to me, but I will leave you with this, which is, in the name of commitment to the material and trusting the material, the subtext of Spread Little Sunshine between Fastrada and her son Lewis, the subtext is incestuous. And a lot of productions excise that, or ignore that, or sidestep that, and this one didn't. No. The student production was like, no, why wouldn't we play the incest? And by virtue of it being a student production, they were more proximal in age. But nonetheless, you gotta respect it. Ashley Hufford is serving orange on orange. This is what we're doing. Iconic orange photo shoot. Broadway for Arts Education. Spreading awareness via orange. We love that. Okay, heading out to go see our evening show. That turned into the best time because more of our friends were there and we got to catch up with people. Yay, New York! I love when that happens. So in conjunction with the orange photo shoots, of which Aeron and I partook, we did individual photos and very cute coupley ones.
But also, and then we did the photo booth, which honestly...
The photo booth was amazing.
So cute.
I will try and add in any and all
My
photos.
favourite photo booth moments are when things go like not to plan with a photo booth and then they actually turn out the cutest because they're just so real.
The laughter is genuine, and that's very nice, because it transpired very quickly.
It was very low down to me and actually we're in perfect position.
Getting 4 people in was less feasible than we had aspired to.
I'm slightly confused because me and Ashley bent down, we're in shot.
That becomes gratuitous, doesn't it?
Like, I will say, you're in New York, it's a block system.
You'll
People
get
can't
there.
move. Well, no,
You'll get there.
I was about to be like, people can't move.
No, famously. We are seeing what this evening, Aeron James?
Titanique.
Never.
But still one act, which is hilarious because the UK version now is 2 acts. We've still never seen it in 2 acts.
Believe it or not, this energy level you're seeing right now is a single drink. We had a Campari spritz.
This is the result of being in a bar that makes you feel like it's 7 hours later than it is, and that you were going to come out and it'd be nighttime vibes, and it's very, very much blue sky.
I thought you were going to say this is a result of us chatting for 30 minutes with Robbie and Len.
That's also true. When you get a gaggle...
Shout out to Robbie, Rizal and Len Rodino.
When you get a gaggle of gays together, it gets very fun, especially stagey gays.
I love them. We're going to have dinner this week. Anyway,
yes.
Heading to Titanique after a single beverage. Maybe we'll have another.
Yes.
At the theatre. Perhaps we will.
It's Titanique.
It's Titanique.
This
Come
is one
on
of those
now.
rare shows where I'm like, also, because if they have cups, Titanique is a cup I don't want.
Yeah. The show is in 22 minutes, but we're nearby because it's only a couple of streets down there.
And also the audience are gays, so maybe late.
Yeah. We can only hope the gays are showing up for Titanique. Are we getting a schmackeries before?
Well, you know you've said it.
I say yes.
Let's do it.
I say yes, to misquote Heathers. Schmackeries obtained. We have a schmaricel and a... What did I get? West Side Schmorry, which is not actually s'mores, which you would assume because of the name. I don't actually know how they decided to assign the name. Honestly, I feel like
I think they just were like...
threw darts in a dartboard.
Well, I think they were like, it's all because it's all the classics, which is the vibe of West Side, which is the vibe of...
Schmigadoon. Yes.
It's not that one series, though.
Yeah.
But it's like both.
Yeah. Anyway, gonna eat some cookie me. Schmack me. Schmack me in the face. Okay. This is the West Side Schmorry. This is a gluten-free one.
They both are.
So, we're gonna see.
The smell is so good.
I like that it's a little brittle. I like that.
MickeyJo.
What an embarrassing moment to be perceived. Oh no. How's your schmaracel, Aeron James?
It's so good.
This is a fun look you have going on with the black and the beanie and the beads.
Can we say why this was not my original outfit? Ogie, who is my favourite,
Ashley's dog Ogie, Springer Spaniel.
loves to cuddle. So he plopped himself on my shoulder and on my arm, which meant that what I was wearing earlier today
All dogs love Aeron.
became coloured with Ogie's fur.
Ogie is black and white, so he'll get your white outfits covered in black hair, he'll get
Yeah.
your black outfits covered in white hair. He will get you.
So I was like, I need to get changed for photos or else it will just look like Ogie.
And the beads came from the event we were just
Yeah.
at. Everyone who took a photo got some beads. Very Pirates the Penzance
Which
musical.
was clever because it was so they knew who had taken and who hadn't yet.
Oh, I see. That makes sense. Meanwhile, we find ourselves once again on 44th Street, this time back at the St. James. Perhaps our most visited theatre, but certainly the theatre where we have seen the most different shows on Broadway. We first came here to see New York, New York, and now we're here to see Titanique. And on that trip, when we saw New York, New York, we saw Titanique off Broadway at the Darrell Roth. And Aeron famously said in the High Line, I think it could go to Broadway, and I said, no. And yet here she is, docking at the St. James.
So who should you ask for theatre opinions or strategizing for the future?
Just as soon as he's done eating his cookie, yes. Here is the marquee as we head underneath to go and pick up our tickets. A theatre where we have seen shows including Illinois, Sunset Boulevard, The Queen of Versailles, and Spamalot. Today we're here to see Titanique. We are inside the theatre at the Nautical Bar. Clock it, clock it. I'm waiting for them to show me the specialty cocktails. Once again, a frosé has come. Oh, I do a frosé, the heart of the ocean. Oh, the heart of the ocean does sound good. Tequila. Ooh.
Which always makes a cocktail good.
Welcome aboard, sailors. I feel like that's a double entendre. Let's get ship-faced. We have some more specialty cocktails that they serve in glassware, and here they are. My buzz will go on. Jack on the Rocks, themed popcorn. Draw me like one of your French 75s, and Sailors Delights. There's themed popcorn tubs.
Yeah, we've got all the names of the theatres.
Oh, I see. I don't necessarily want popcorn, but that's cute. Meanwhile, the theming continues in a merch booth called the Museum Gift Shop. If you know the start of the show, you know why that's funny. We have apparel. We have this iceberg bitch sweater they've been selling for years now. We have a Titanique mug that says another good day to be a rich, skinny monster, I believe. We have the little squishy eggplant with the show branding on as well. We have a life preserver, or a life jacket, I should say, for British people, magnet. We have a tote. We have a clackable fan that says, everybody loves seamen, a line from the show's ornate classical book. And some other little trinkets down here as well, including a limited edition pin referencing a moment from the show, a little visual joke that Aeron has asked me to obtain while he gets the drinks. We've made it, we're here, we have beverages, I have a frosé. This is our view from the mezzanine, row C, seats 9 and 11. I love that we have rainbow lighting throughout the auditorium, truly setting the tone for Titanique. Amazing to see the show here on Broadway. The heart of the ocean has grown a little, shall we say, fuller.
I nailed it. I called it. I said it'd go to Broadway.
3 years ago on the High Line, Aeron was like, I want Titanique to go to Broadway. I was like, I don't know.
You weren't even like, I don't know. You were like, nope.
I'm willing to see. We'll find out. I'm hoping that I love it and that it retains its sort of subversive sensibilities even on Broadway, but we shall see. Slow zoom towards the heart of the ocean, looking thick. Beverage reaction. I need a straw.
You had one, didn't you?
It's in my pocket.
Oh, try this one. This one has a kick. The tequila. It's a tequila.
Ooh, I like that. That's nice.
That's good.
please sing along with us. And I'm sure some of you here know the words, because let's face it, most of you here tonight are of The Voice.
OMG, y'all, OMG, y'all, OMG, Titanique!
It's just so fun.
It's still great. It's still great. It's always going to be great.
Maxed it as well. It is one of those shows where genuinely it's just one of my favourite nights out.
I have little things like casting from one production to the next, like who's my favourite in each role, and I'm not entirely convinced I like the Broadway set aesthetic as much as previous productions.
I do love the West End staging of it. I think that's like a beautiful size.
Yeah, but also, I don't know why I entered into this being like, I wonder how I'll feel about it when I've already seen non-replica Titanique and concluded from that the show is great regardless.
Yeah, the show's so solid.
The show works wherever and however.
And also, it's kind of fun to see them win over a big crowd.
Yeah.
It's hard
and get
for
the standing
any
ovations,
show, yeah.
the mid-show standing ovations they deserve. Aeron, do you want to tell us about tonight's Marla ad-lib?
Marla is so I think the sharpest Celine around. She made it about the Lost Boys opening.
Opening tonight on Broadway. Made it about being a vampire and also being gay.
She got Constantine doing that ad-lib, flying on Broadway.
But also, my favourite bit about this, my favourite bit about Constantine lip-syncing to Marla is they're such good friends. You watch his mouth and he picks up the end of all of her sentences. Like, the roses, like, it's good in any production when they just like, blah, 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 watermelon, blah, 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 and they eventually figure it out. Constantine knows where Marla is going before the end of every sentence. Like, he gets every third word. Like, he knows her cadence and her Celine so well that he's like, if she says of, he knows that she's going to say of course. Like, he picks it up and he lip syncs it so well, and it just adds something. But
there's something about it as well that you can tell how close they are by the fact that you know she's trying so hard to get him to laugh.
They make each other laugh, and that's how the show got written. That is how the show got written, and you're seeing it on stage, and that's incredibly special. Anyway, we have found ourselves in the madness of Times Square, and we're heading over to go and meet the audience, including our friends, from the opening night performance of The Lost Boys. Look how bright Times Square is, just because of all of these ads. Like, the sky it's giving darkness, but out and about, look at us, look how illuminated we are.
You know what, I was saying when it was raining and we were walking through Times Square, and I was like, how is it so rainy when we look so like beautifully in the sun? And I was like, no, that is how bright the lights are in the daytime.
Brightness.
There could be any weather and you would still be amazingly lit.
These are the lights of Broadway. She's the city that never sleeps. What a day we've had today. So we are across the street from the opening night performance of The Lost Boys, where the crowd has just begun to leave the theatre, and we are waiting for our friends at a reasonable distance, and I'm watching people with books and posters to sign from different shows chasing guests down the street after they've already declined to sign the thing. Don't chase people down the street in New York. That's weird. God knows they're used to it, but it's still weird.
And having a Reese's mini cup is very good.
Different vibes from the two of us. Obviously, I know you're not doing this, tiny people on my camera. You're the good ones, by virtue of the fact you're watching my videos. I trust and appreciate you, but isn't that weird? Don't do that. Why would you do that? Anyway, this is the scene currently. The audience is going to be slow to leave this theatre because that crowd you're seeing was mostly here beforehand. It's not people who watched the show, it's people just waiting to greet the cast and or invited celebrity guests this evening. We have debarked from our cruise, aka Titanique the Musical at the St. James, and we have headed to Miss Nellie's down here on the street that we are on. I've got chicken parm meatballs and a cocktail called the Gossip Column, which is like tequila and peach and some sort of foam. It was nice. And we are, once again, like an election night, gathering the opening night reviews for The Lost Boys the minute they drop, and they've been very interesting. Welcome to Monday morning. Kate is that thing you can just about make out beneath Ogie. Kate is trying to rush for Monday Night Broadway tickets, but Ogie said no.
Ogie said, stay with me. Before the rush out there, children will listen.
So it is Monday morning. I am as tired as my face looks. Chaos is happening behind me. Aeron and I are going to a thing this evening, which will become apparent. This is not good. And between now and then, I was like, I have all of Monday to get so much stuff done. And yet it transpires I have so much stuff to get done because I wanted to start editing part one of the vlog, but also I've got interview reels to edit still, and I wanted to film my Lost Boys review wearing this beanie and edit that. And also I was going to go for a run. That didn't happen. We want to go and get Bagel World for lunch now that we're here in Park Slope, Brooklyn. Just so many things. There's so many things. And I've also been sent a list of Easter egg locations in Midtown Manhattan via email, and I don't know what that means. So much is happening today. Who knows what the day will bring? We will find out. I'm going to attempt to do some editing so something gets done. Also, I woke up to 25 emails because the British woke up before I did, which was not ideal. I look so tired, oh my gosh. What a beautiful day it is here in Park Slope, Brooklyn. We're heading out to go get some Bagel World lunch, which we enjoy very much. And Kate and I are wearing the same Lost Boys beanie. I was going to say courtesy of Creative Goods, but we paid good money for these. Made by Creative Goods. Obtained by us. At merch booths.
$30.
There's such an art to wearing a beanie. If I'd that's not the look. I've got to I get a little bit of.
You have to have a little bit of fringe.
That's.
Yeah, I just cut my hair in a perfect beanie length.
Yeah. It's going a little Green Day 2000s over here. Worse, much worse. We're walking Ogie. We're hoping that he makes friends with celebrity dogs so we can make friends with their celebrity parents who live in this area. But he doesn't like other dogs, so it's not going well. Here it is, Bagel World. Last time we came here, it was very snowy all over the streets, and now it's a beautiful day for bagels. And a few hours and a delicious chicken parmesan panini later, and some somewhat productivity, we have made it sleepily into the city, where we are performing a very specific task, because there are things throughout the city which we are seeking, alluding to news that by the time you're seeing this is probably not only already announced, but in fact old news by this point.
Yeah, you've probably got all the details.
Yeah, you in the future know things we don't know. However, we in the past knew about this. So we're going to go and do a thing that will become clear. Do you know, we must have walked past the Schubert 3 or 4 times already this past week, but I hadn't noticed the lack of light bulbs on the front. That looks so weird. Schubert Theatre and darkness. Only darkness. Share your bets down below, unless that's another thing that you also know from the future, about what the next tenant at the Schubert might be.
We know what it is.
Do we?
We know the next one, as long as nothing's going in between, it's Galileo.
Oh yeah, ignore me.
We just don't know what's going in.
Don't waste your time speculating. We do in fact know that already. Well, they weren't where we thought they were, but we found them. What does this look like to you, everybody? Is it a hint of things to come? Ignore Jerem Jorda in Just in Time, that's not part of it. We suspect this is a teaser that the Broadway transfer of JoTheatre starring Rachel Zegler could be imminently announced. Or it could mean anything.
I loved this production of London, and honestly, the balcony inside the theater was probably one of my least favorite sequences, so I'm curious what they end up doing instead. but I can't wait, and I'm really excited. And heck yeah, Rachel Zegler back on Broadway, hopefully. I assume she's going to be in it.
This is how the magic happens, everybody. And to reward ourselves for our successful marketing drop treasure hunt, we have headed to Schmackery's, where they continue to have a Schmigadoon promotion. Aeron's got yet another Schmaricel, because he is nothing if not flavor loyal. Kate is moments away from the end of a schmound of music, which is what I would have got, except for... Oh no, I apologise. It's still there. I would have got that, except they had this back in stock. And yes, you are seeing a cookie covered in potato chips. This could only be an abomination courtesy of Titanique, which when I first saw it online I thought was an April Fool's joke. That is a cookie covered in potato chips. I feel nervous about this. It's also bigger than a normal one. Okay. Until the very last second, I was not convinced. And then it just won me over. The potato chips are not the weirdest thing, I will say.
So Mickey just dropped some of his cookie, and this little bird down here said, "Mine," and started eating it right away. As you can see, like, off. So, not planned.
It was potato chip.
Oh, well, this little birdie loves it. And is also having a meal.
We found another one, everybody. We found another one. We found a star on the street. And now we have sent Kate off to the 25th Annual Putnam County Spelling Bee at New World Stages.
That is not what Kate is seeing. Kate is seeing the first performance of the
yeah.
new cast of Heathers.
I did know that. Also at New World Stages. That's how tired my brain is today. There we go. We've sent Kate to Heathers. Also a somewhat academic setting. As though we are dropping a child off at school, but not, as I was about to say, at a spelling bee. Because Aeron and I have a later curtain this evening, although it isn't a show necessarily. I mean, it is a show, but it's a concert.
It's a concert.
We are going to see the MCC Miscast Gala for the very first time. We have seen many a video from their performances before. This is when musical theatre performers gather together and perform roles that they would not ordinarily play. We are heading there. I think we're going to see some friends, but we are definitely going to see some very exciting performances. And because it's a gala, we are dressed somewhat fancy. I've got a jacket on. The fabric of the trip for me is velvet, it seems. Aeron is wearing a pseudo-velvety shirt, which we always think matches the musicians from Cabaret at the Kit Kat Club. Speaking of which, I had this delivered to Ashley's ages ago because it was easier to ship within the US. This is scenery bags, and it is a piece of scenery from the Broadway production of Cabaret, from one of their interior design elements, I believe. Some of the curtains hung up around the August Wilson Theatre, and now it is a handbag that I own. Scenery bags, if you don't know, you can check out what they do. They appropriate set pieces and all sorts from closed shows, and they repurpose it as jewellery, as bags, as all sorts of clever little things, keepsakes, useful things that you can purchase for yourself and aid in recycling, which we love. And it's an incredibly cool thing to get to have. I'm going to take this to Cabaret the next time we get to go, and that's going to be very special. We're here inside. There is a gala going on. They're having dinner. Fancy people eating at tables. I see producers, I see Broadway stars, I see everybody. We've been told a special performance is about to happen, but we don't know who it is. Oh damn.
he'll be big and strong, the man I love. And when he comes my way, I'll do my best to make him stay. I got every scholarship, saved every dollar, the first to go to college. How I tell them why I'm coming back home with my eyes on the horizon. Just me and the GWB. Ask G, what will you be? Need love. Just breathe.
We are gliding on a pond. Close your eyes, close your eyes. We are gliding for beyond. Close your eyes, close your eyes.
Look at where you are. Look at where you started. The fact that you're alive is a miracle. Stay alive, that'll be enough. Oh, let me be a part of the narrative. In the story they will write someday. Let this moment be the first chapter for you to decide to stay. And that will be enough. And we will ride, and our sun will ride on the
Okay, we have now come up to our seats, and this is where we can watch everyone enjoy the moments after their dinner. Yes. Host of the Tony Awards, Pink, is here somewhere in the mass of people. I will let you play theatrical Where's Wally with various personalities from the New York theatre industry as we ready ourselves for this evening's performances, which I'm very much looking forward to. And you're never going to believe this. Pink is talking to Broadway legend September Davis. Still can't believe I met her at an opening night carpet last week. Wow.
But there is one thing about us, okay? We gonna have something sweet, okay?
I don't know how you're feeling, Christiane, but I'm feeling there's something a little sweet. I'm feeling something with a little, you know, sugar, 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 butter, sugar, butter, sugar, butter, flour, sugar, butter, flour, sugar, butter. Let's go.
I lay off one time on the linen and popped up the coat. If you got the sugar for me, sugar daddy, I need it home. Yeah.
I've got a big loud mouth. I'm always talking much too free. If you go for tact and manners, stay the hell away from me. If there's a right way to play it cool, a wrong way to be a fool, nobody does it like me.
That I can do!
first time being on the stage. I came here a long time ago, and I'm so thankful to MCC, and thankful to Miscast and this amazing group of people behind me. So I'm gonna encourage you guys at the end of the song to probably sing with me, so hopefully you guys join in with me. What would I do if I can suddenly feel and to know once again that what I feel is real?
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. That is Darren Chris.
When I was first in college, and I loved musical theater so very much, I decided to take off a day of school to audition for Rent down at the old Telsey Studios. Remember that one, all the way downtown with the cat? Yeah. So that's where I auditioned. I didn't book it. Somehow I wound up going to Wall Street, working in finance instead. So tonight, I'm going to use this as my re-audition for you, Bernie.
Shut up.
Came around a boss that was commonly said to be me.
Oh no, oh no.
I'm so honored to be here for my second Miscast. This next song was sung by one of my very best friends in his Broadway debut. And it marks the first time so very many of us fell in love with it.
Although I hardly know you, what I need is love, I need love. Oh, I got it good, but now I
Tonight we're gonna sing a little song from Dance of the Vampires that is oddly specific to our characters. Yeah. Yeah, it is, Ollie. LJ. Come on, man.
Oh,
what?
Turn around. Get a little bit lonely that you're never coming around. Turn around. Every now and then I get a little bit tired listening to the sound of the tea. Turn around.
I heard Megan Thee Stallion is backstage. Do you want to go meet her together?
There's nothing I can say. A total eclipse of love.
Marion who sings. So in honor of my two little girls, I'm going to sing a song by probably the most underrated Disney princess.
What?
This is the moment when the gods expect me to beg for them.
Oh my God.
But I won't even try. I want nothing in the world but myself to protect me, and I won't lie down. Roll over and die. It's easy as a
High five, girlfriend. How are you? It's me, Celine Dion. It's so good to see you. It's even better to see me. Thank you so much. I'm so sorry I am late. I was performing in Titanique on Broadway. Thank you so much. Thank you. We have Monday night shows, which feels like a crime. Okay, it feels like a crime. But can I say this? Now that I have a taste of Broadway, I want to play all the parts. I do. I want to be a lost boy, a little vampire in the Lost Boys. I want to be a cat in the Jellicle Ball. I want to be Luke Evans in the Rocky Horror Picture Show. You know what I mean? Double feature. And I'm sorry if I am, how do I say this? Rocking the boat. You know what I mean?
Surely not.
I dreamed last night I got on the road to heaven. By some chance I had run my eyes along, and there I stood and I hollered someone vaguely, but the passengers, they know right from wrong. For the people are said silly, silly, you're out of the room.
So I've been asked to kind of bring up the rear here, and I'm going to sing a song. It's a little bit for you, Leah, actually, as well. A lot for somebody else that happens to be here in this group on stage, and a lot especially for you, Roy. Back in the days when I let you make all my choices, we can never go back to before.
Hello, Madison Square Garden. Hello, Empire State Building. Hello, the back of Aeron's head. First ever miscast, Aeron James. First ever miscast.
So good.
It was so good.
I love the fact that nobody knows what they're doing until it happens.
They publicise the roster, who is performing, the lineup, but they don't say what they're going to do, and so you don't find out until they start singing it, or until they play introductory chords, ushering in my favourite game, Guess This Song, from the first split second. And I knew Brian Stokes-Mitchell, I knew at 2 chords, I knew Back to Before, and that Brian Stokes-Mitchell was going to sing it, which was a beautiful moment that he shared with his former ragtime castmate, Leah Michelle, as well as current Broadway mother, Casey Levy. My favourite thing ought to have been the performances, but my actual favourite thing was watching their co-stars react to their performances on stage, because they all sit there and watching Jessica Vosk react to MJ Rodriguez, watching Casey react to Brian Stokes-Mitchell, watching the 2 of them dressed as Mungo Jerry and Rumpelteazer, Sarah Chase and Alex Brightman, watching them sit there and like meaningfully react dressed as cats in the full get-up for the rest of the show was hilarious. Aeron James, your favourite performances?
Do you know what? Being cats and doing the Gillian Lynn choreography.
Yes, a specific nod to like the VHS.
Yeah.
I feel, because it was that version of, it wasn't original Mungo Jerry Rumpelteazer.
No, yeah.
Because it wasn't with a Toria couple, like it wasn't the original one.
Yeah,
it was the updated, per the VHS, emphasis on per. But also Nick Christopher doing Aida.
Oh my gosh, Aida. And then also Casey doing that ode to Garen Creel.
Beautiful, beautiful. I cried more times tonight than I have cried the entire time we've been here. It was gorgeous. Yeah, fantastic performances all around. And what a way to see so many Broadway legends. I've seen Leslie Odom Jr. tonight. I've seen Jane Krakowski doing Fosse-inspired choreography. Shayna, so many people. Incredible, absolutely fantastic. Hugely grateful to have been invited to come to Miscast tonight. Had a fantastic time. We're now heading back to Brooklyn, getting an early night tonight, as early as you can when it's post-theatre and the subway stopped working and we're walking to a different subway station. But it's an early start for us tomorrow, so we're going to do what we can. Look around at how lucky we are to be awake right now. Oh my god, hey, good morning. Welcome to Tuesday, another Tuesday in our lives. We are heading around 10 a.m. to the Public Theatre. In fact, we are nearly there. Good job us. We made it, we did it. We awoke at 8:30 in order to attend a press preview of, help me, the new musical adaptation of Girl Interrupted. Yes, a film which I have not seen. The theatre industry right now is making it seem like I have never seen movies, and I feel like I have. I thought I had, but they're adapting all the ones that I don't already know. When we start to adapt real, like, true classics of the genre, such as The Emperor's New Groove or Help I'm a Fish, then, and only then, I will have something to say. That way. It's that way. I found it. I found the Public, everybody. It's over there. We're gonna go see some girls singing about getting interrupted, I assume. Here is the poster, which will give us some details. Begins May 13th. There you go. And you can see these are the people, these are the details. Oh, choreography by Sonia Tyre. There you go. How fun. And we're going in. Oh, is it based on the book that happens also to be, is it one of those?
Yeah.
Okay. Based on the book that inspired the film. It's one of those. We're heading inside this building now, which I always enjoy. Love the Public. I love an event with welcome pastries, and I've had one of these already, and I would like 17 more. It's real good. Having a good time. Loved that so much. Do we need to come back and see Girl Interrupted at the Public?
Do we end up doing a Tony weekend, like, very short trip?
That preview was really, we couldn't film any of it, so apologies, but the songs, we got like a fun one, an introspective one.
But you should be able to find out, like, the Public's YouTube.
Yeah, they probably shared it by now. That's what's out there, singles and solitaire. That's what waits for you. Great, absolutely loved. I'm calling it Sarah Bareilles meets Alanis Morissette. Loved. Now we're going back to Brooklyn to go back to sleep. I'm joking, or am I? We're going back to get things done. It's gonna be great. Good news, everybody. came back and got some stuff done this afternoon. It may have taken me 75 minutes to talk about The Lost Boys and about the same amount of time to edit the review, but it's going to be done exporting in 2 minutes and 12 seconds. So there we go. We achieved something today. I need to do something with my hair because this is not Jellicle, and I would like for it to be Jellicle. Are you feeling Jellicle, Aeron James? I don't know what it means.
I'm feeling angelical.
Angelical. We're gonna get Jellicle. What's the expression? If you stay Jellicle, you don't have to get Jellicle. We're gonna build our way up to Tuesday night, Cats the Jellicle Ball enthusiasm. I don't think I explained that we're going to see Cats tonight. Hence, we're going to see Cats. I'm wearing my Lost Boys merch. There's more happening on the back. I can't show you. You're just going to have to believe me. But I'm about to get changed for the Cats outfit, which is less modest. So we'll see how that goes. Also need to... What's this? What's happening here? This is not good. Let's hear it for the Rainbow Tour. It's been an incredible success. That means we are back in Manhattan, in Midtown. We're on 50th Street, heading to go and get dinner. And I'm slightly concerned that the vibes of the sky right now are given, we may rain on you. And I'm like, what if no? That's how I'm feeling. I did not even attempt to check the weather today, and I am, for the first time on this trip, wearing shorts. But it's like a fashion short, it's like a suit short, is what's going on. Woohoo! Which, I said this when I arrived, because the day we got into town it was so warm, and I said I didn't pack any shorts except for suit shorts. Hold on. Anyway, committing to telling you this story. We got into town, and it was really warm, and I was like, I only have suit shorts. And then our friend Trevor, who we were staying with, was like, suit shorts? What do you mean suit shorts? And then I did the Schmigadoon opening night carpet, and you know who was wearing suit shorts? Max Clayton. So I feel validated in the suit shorts. I do feel cold though. I do have chilly knees. This is where we are attempting to dinner, which is Mom's. Oh, it looks like we can walk in. I feel good about this. Spoiler alert, they had space. It's not a bookable restaurant, and we have been in a queue before and eventually given up, but we have all-day brunch options here. Look at that, look at that. We have starters, we have... Flip it, Mickey Jo, there we go. We have brown bags, sandwiches and burgers, market sides and big mouth shakes. These are amazing. These are quite extraordinary to witness. We've got happy hour details here and a promotional cocktail in conjunction with Schmigadoon, which is not topically appropriate for our evening, but we're here to support any Broadway show that happens to be doing whatever this is. I always read these things and I'm just making it up. Agave? I think. Okay, you have to do it with the Have Not Seen Schmigadoon today, but good to know for those of you who might. To quote Valerie Cherish, well, I got it. It's the ride of your life. One of multiple Schmigadoon-themed cocktails around town, I believe. Various venues have partnered with the show, in addition to Schmackery's, so you can go and seek out all the different cocktails for yourselves. Ooh! Oh, I like how that comes together. That makes it, for tequila, that's far too drinkable. Oh, that's dangerous.
You can taste it, but it's not like as much of a like kick, like really like take away milk.
It lets it go down real smooth. It's nicely complemented.
Yeah.
I get dangerous. I could drink 5 of these. And almost immediately afterwards, the food has arrived. Kate got a chicken sandwich. I got the chicken and gravy with mac and cheese and mashed potato. I briefly considered more vegetables. And I was like, you know what, I'm still in Rome. And Aeron got the beef short rib with mashed potato and corn. He got some corn. Corn. Because I ordered after him and I got something with mash and I knew he would pivot. Because he loves mash. The portion sizes here are nuts. So be aware. Speaking of portion sizes, this is the milkshake that I've just ordered. You literally, you can't see Kate behind the milkshake. There's too much milkshake. This is also all on the outside of the glass. Like there's so much, they keep making milkshake and then it spills over like a volcano of calories. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a good time. Heading to the theatre. I'm the only one who had a milkshake. I had to drink it real fast, and I regret that choice. But we're heading to the theatre in the hopes that we can... Oh, hello, Leighton Williams. Heading to the theatre in the hopes that we can get fans from Cats. The Jellicle Ball. Heading to the Broadhurst, and I am walking in the road because the entire sidewalk is occupied by the various different lines for the 4 different Broadway shows on just this side of the street. There's like 2 to 3 more over there. That's the beauty of 45th. We're going through Schubert Alley to go and queue up outside the Broadhurst. For the last couple of weeks, we have been seeing people in that queue, and now finally it is our turn. It is our time. I don't know where Aeron and Kate are, but I am on my way to Cats, and I'm thrilled. I have donned me now my gay apparel. I have brought the fan that we got off Broadway, but they give out new fans if you're early. I think you've got to be early. I don't know if we're early enough. It's like 1:30 now and we're not yet in line. We will see. We will report back, of course. I can see the line down at the other end of Schubert Alley. Gonna go join everyone else who's hyped to see Cats. Gosh, I'm thrilled. Love Cats. Queuing up to gain entry to the Broadhurst Theatre, where previously we have seen Boop, The Hills of California, to which this is obviously incredibly similar. I think that might be it. And after a little bit of a kerfuffle picking up tickets, all now thankfully resolved, I am in my seat here in the orchestra. Aeron is nearby in row J. I'm in E, number 7. This is our view of the stage. This is my view of the stage here at the Broadhurst. Obviously a very different setup to how the theatre is usually configured, but also a slightly different version of the Cat staging since we first saw it downtown at the Perelman Performing Arts Centre. We do have some on-stage seating to try and create the same sort of vibe. And I have heard that there are celebrity guest judges in this show. I did spot a famous RuPaul's Drag Race queen outside, as well as a Broadway icon, joined by her on-screen co-star. So it'll be interesting to see who it is today, because already we got options. It is intermission. I have been having a gay old time, and I've come up to the mezzanine level to show you the merch, because the merch in the basement is going to be impossible. Oh, it's fun up here. We got various bits and pieces here. We have some apparel. You can get a t-shirt. It says meow on the front in big yellow letters, and in the exclamation point it does say Cats, the Jellicle Ball. We have a yellow come one, come all fan that I purchased before the show. We have, is that a little paddle you can buy, or is that just decorative? No, you can buy the paddle. That is a $15 paddle, that one there that says 10s, 10s, 10s across the board. We have a mug with various cats. We have a sort of a lemon yellow meow hooded sweatshirt. We have Cats on vinyl. We have some other little trinkets and things you can glimpse through there. Pin sets, magnets, all sorts going on. A keyring, a badge set, many things here at Cats, the Jellicle Ball. There's also a silver meow bag that you can just about make out. There's a hat, which I might buy so I can give you a closer view of that. But many things, many things. There are also these official prints that you can get here, based on Olivia Valentine's original oil paintings, available as part of the broader Cats the Jellicle Ball merchandise collection sold here at the theatre. There you go. We have multiple themed beverages as well, and these amazing yellow cups. You can get the memory eraser, the catwalk, or the other one, the Paris is purring, because of course, why not? So this is the view from the back of the mezzanine. I have been noticing those little table loges look quite fun, but a view of the full set design. You can see those screens where they've been projecting the cat categories. Also, not sure you can hear, but they have been playing remixes of Andrew Lloyd Webber classics, including The Phantom of the Opera just. I got a catwalk upstairs because I wanted the cup. You like it?
That's fun.
It's nice, isn't it?
Right, I shall go back to my seat.
Yes, I'll see you afterwards. Back in my seat where I'm enjoying a remix of Starlight Express, because absolutely why not? More intermission should have a remix of Starlight Express. All shows should play Starlight Express in the musical theme of that production.
The
stars. Check me stars. She check me stars. What is stars? She check me stars. Where is the wrong tugger? The wrong tugger. Woo! The wrong tugger. Woo! The wrong tugger. I want to see a bunch of patrons. I want to see a bunch of patrons. Top hat and a body shoe. Let the name protect the shoes. Where is Rumple Jerry and Rumple Teaser? Sit hot, it's nice to meet you. It's Rumple and Rumple Teaser. Sit hot, it's nice to meet you. It's Rumple and Rumple Teaser. Where is that Jelly Moron? It's Jelly Moron. It's Jelly. That's Jelly Moron. Where is that Skimble Shanks? Skimble Shanks go ahead and push through. Just give him a. Skimble Shanks go ahead and push through. Just give him a. Where is Bumble Arena and Tamita? Bumble Arena. Tamita, you don't have to Bumble Arena. Tamita, you don't have to. It's my cavity's birthday. She don't have to. She don't have to. Where's your Mr. This happening? She's the queen of the night. Folks sparkle so bright. She's Mickey Jotheatre. Mr. Miscast. Where is that DJ Griddlebone? DJ Griddlebone. That Titaníque DJ Griddlebone. That Titaníque DJ Griddlebone. And my name is Monkey Strap. I'm Monkey Strap on like that. They really like that. Where is Gus the Theater Cat? Gus, that's it.
Kitty cat, 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 kitty cat, 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 cat. I bought a little hat. I bought a hat. I went back to the merchandise and I bought a hat. And I'm thrilled with this, actually. Thrilled with this purchase. Thrilled with the show. Yay, Cat's the Jellicle Ball. Love of my life. Had a wonderful time. Great vibes. Great vibes. Sensational audience response to Cats of all shows. And I just think that's a beautiful thing. So much to say about that production, but what a piece of theatre. What a stunning piece of theatre. Aeron James, favourite moment from yourself?
Oh.
Because we were sat in different places.
And the ball, I think, was just the best.
The ball. The ball.
What's the moment?
The ball is great. Kate Ranking,
Okay,
favourite Cats the Jellicle Ball moment?
My favorite moment's a spoiler, so I don't want to...
It's a spoiler?
It's a spoiler!
Wow.
But it is one of
It's the orgy.
my favorite changes from basically the original production to this production.
You mean off-Broadway?
No.
Oh, you mean original Cats?
Yes.
We'll talk about it, because I don't know what you're talking about, but we'll figure it out. Ironically, I joke, there was an orgy in original Cats, and they cut it for this, so this, if anything, is less sexually graphic than the original production, but try telling that to the tourists. Anyway, we're heading to Schmackery's now. I didn't tell you my favourite moment of Cats the Jellicle Ball. Oh gosh, so many bits. Can I say, as far as the move uptown goes, or the move up to Midtown, I love the new McCavity. I love Femme McCavity. I loved it so much. I thought that was great. I love everything about the way that's done. I love that it's not so much villainy as like just problematic. But I thought it was great. I had a fantastic time. Would go again. Even sat by myself. Had a lovely time. Yay Cats. Always Cats. See if you can notice the problem. We're passing the Al Hirschfeld Theatre in the final few days of Megan Thee Stallion playing Ziegler. That's why the stage door is crazy and why all these pedicabs are here playing ABBA. You've got so many artists to choose from in Moulin Rouge. Swing and a miss. ABBA? And whatever, I can't tell what that is because there's 3 songs playing at once. None of them are correct. There's 50 million songs in this show. You can't get one of them. You can't vibe with anything that the audience has just listened to. You can't do Lady Marmalade. What a homophobic pedicab. Anyway.
Any Megan Thee Stallion song?
I was about to say,
any Megan Thee Stallion song. But no, they were like dancing queens. Seems right.
That stage door is wild.
That stage door is wild. We're back from Cats. We've made it back from Cats to Dog. I've explained to him that this is just a hat, and that's all that is. I'm about to go and film my Cats video, but we have been listening to Dylan TPE's recap of the Broadway grosses in light of everything now opening and getting reviewed. I actually think to get a clear picture on everything, we probably need to wait until next week, by which time Tony noms then affect things, so it's going to be an evolving situation, but it's not the best of times for Broadway and new musical theatre, so watch this space. Better yet, watch Dylan TPE's space for further updates on the Broadway grosses. Good morning, good morning. Welcome to another glorious overcast day in Manhattan. It is Wednesday. It is the penultimate day of our trip, our final 2-show day. Aeron James is grabbing himself a Dunkin' coffee because he's already had 2 meetings today and he needs some caffeine. We are here in the city to see, or is it, there it is, Dog Day afternoon. Let me show you, at the August Wilson Theatre, which is very exciting because for the longest time, the tenant at the August Wilson has been Cabaret at the Kit Kat Club, so I have been seeing the show there. I saw it 3 times. I haven't been able to take you inside the building, and now I can. Here's a closer look at the marquee and the artwork up there. I always enjoy the very unique aesthetic of this theatre's facade. Coming up on my left is Aeron James with his Dunkin' beverage. I should mention, before we discuss the dogs of it all at Dog Day afternoon, another note about Cats last night, which is that Patti LuPone and Aubrey Plaza were there. They weren't our celebrity guest judges, but they were in attendance. And I'm fascinated to know what Patti LuPone thought of Cats the Jellicle Ball. Like, who cares about my review? I don't care what I thought anymore, knowing that Patti LuPone was in the audience. Anyway, had to let you know that. We're going to go in to Dog Day afternoon. We're in line to pick up our tickets and head into the August Wilson Theatre for a 1 p.m. matinee today. We had to wake up a little earlier for this one. One of those interesting phenomena today where the majority of people are picking up tickets, so this line is a little slower moving and a little longer. Also, this moving company over there called Roadway. Something about it being here makes me want to pronounce it Broadway. We haven't seen any playbills being delivered on this trip, but then I haven't done any in-person rush, so that makes sense. And here we are inside the August Wilson Theatre. This is looking very different. If you saw it circa cabaret, there was a performance stage over there with musicians and dancers. There was also a bar area through here. The aesthetic was completely different, so it's fascinating to see it now for Dog Day afternoon. But it remains a gorgeous theatre, and appropriately enough for this show's very orange aesthetic in its artwork, so is the interior here. We can see some drinks on display here. Oh, I can just about sneak a look at this, at the specialty cocktails. We've got the Manhattan Calling, the Night Drop, the Vault, the Teller, the Getaway Sidecar, or Liquid Assets. There you go. I think those bottom two are premium cocktails, based on the fact it's Moët and Chandon Rosé Imperial, which does sound very nice actually, although maybe I'd go for a spicy margarita. Ooh! Meanwhile, we've also got to take a look at the merch booth here, and we have some fun things, very much in my colour scheme, so I am a little tempted. I'll see how I feel after the first act. We've got a baseball cap, we've got a donuts t-shirt that says no downside to donuts, and I can get on board with that. We also have a pullover, a long-sleeve pullover, and a hooded sweatshirt. We've got some socks that say hero and villain. We've got a very orange mug with some expletives on it. We have a pin set. We have a magnet. We have a little wash bag. We have a keyring. We have a little notebook. That's the word that I couldn't get. We have a tote bag over there. Another t-shirt. We've got artwork, plenty here for Dog Day afternoon. If I just take a step over here, I can show you the prices of all of those things as well, should you wish to peruse and purchase any for yourself. Look at this down here, the Guild Theatre. The Theatre Guild Board of Managers. We've got a historic board here down in the lobby area. I couldn't show you this circa cabaret, but I can show you now. Look at that. Early 20th century history. I mean, it looks older, but that's just the style. If anyone's curious, a little more history about it. Just there, between 1919 and 1924, the Theatre Guild presented its shows in various theatres along Broadway and commemorated them on the vintage wooden sign to your left, which we just took a look at. There you go. This used to be the Guild Theatre. And we are in our seats here in the orchestra of the August Wilson Theatre, H105 and 106. I'm already very excited by the set design. It took me seeing that to remember that this is based on a fascinating true story, which must be seen to be believed. That's a huge part of its charm, the fact that this really happened. And I'm very excited to see this. Yay for Dog Day afternoon. The intermission playlist is very intense.
Yeah.
I enjoyed Dog Day afternoon.
Yeah, I enjoyed it too.
Yeah, and sometimes if you just consider like the critical consensus, and we weren't here for so long, we might have skipped that one. And I don't know that I was necessarily looking forward to it all that much because of what we'd heard about it, but I enjoyed it way more than I thought I would.
Yeah, me too.
I think it's a unique piece of theatre. I think it's exciting. It's also very heartfelt. It's moving. It's really funny in the first act. John Bernthal is terrific. Jessica Hecht is terrific, as always. So yeah, enjoyed. Early matinee, 7 o'clock performance later tonight of Becky Shaw, at which point we will have seen one more of this year's Tony-eligible productions. They just released the final ruling on eligibility, which contained some surprises, such as Aeron James.
Schmigadoon being eligible for school.
Schmigadoon School. We didn't think that was possible, but thrilled that it is.
I think people knew how much to write new.
Yeah, and it kind of makes it an automatic frontrunner, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Especially this year. Also, Brad and Janet in the Rocky Horror Show are leading.
Yeah, with Luke Evans.
But in a lot of other shows, like in Titanique, like in The Ballisters, and and The Lost Boys, only one leading company member, everyone else is supporting. There are so many supporting cast members who could be nominated, and the wild thing about all of the precursor awards, Outer Critics, Drama Desks, and Drama League, is there's been very little consistency in terms of who has been getting the nominations. So it's going to be a real surprise in many ways next week. Oh my gosh, it's next week when the Tony nominations are announced. In the meantime, I've been getting a little hangry because I had a Schmackery's cookie for breakfast and nothing since. So I'm getting the specialty banana pudding from Magnolia Bakery. I thought it was carrot cake. So I'm quite excited to try something brand new. Peanut butter chocolate pretzel banana pudding. I don't know if this will be an all-timer flave, but I'm gonna find out. Look at that! Look at that different colour there. We're gonna try a proper, oh my gosh, this is thick. Wow. Peanut butter amazing. The pretzel is a curveball, I shan't lie, but it works better than the Titanique Schmackery's cookie. I'm having a lot of surprising flavour combinations this week. So here's a little behind the scenes moment for you. I'm trying to just vertically film as many of this year's potentially Tony nominated shows as possible for some content that I'm going to be releasing after the Tony nominations come out. New Evita poster. Hadn't spotted that one. And there's a helicopter over Manhattan. The Pedicabs are playing ABBA again. And I coincided with the matinees coming out, particularly Catch the Jellicle Ball seemed to be where my people were, because lots of conversations, lots of photos, which was lovely, which is never a hardship. Lovely to meet you all. It's my fault that I've left too little time to get this done before we go to dinner with friends in about 5 minutes. Hello, tiny people in my camera. It's perhaps 2 hours later. We just had dinner there at the iconic and famous Joe Allen for the very first time. Aeron and I had never been to Joe Allen. Don't worry, this man is not robbing me. He's putting black and white cookies in my bag, which is not only allowed, it is encouraged. Ooh, I feel like you're giving me a procedure. There we go. Aeron, how was your experience of Joe Allen with our friends?
That was very cool.
It was lovely.
It was cool, actually. It was very cool to take off Joe Allen in New York first, because I always thought we'd probably just randomly end up going to the London one first. But
they're on both sides of the Atlantic. Somehow we've been to neither.
And there's randomly, now I have this question for everybody.
Okay.
There is a Joe Allen in Paris.
There is.
But is it Joe Allen?
Is it official?
Yeah.
Is it a coincidence?
Because
is it a tribute?
It looks similar.
It does.
But Paris's theatre scene is very different.
Yes.
So
yeah, that would be
so it doesn't
peculiar.
make sense to me, so I needed to ask.
That would be strange. The thing about Joe Allen's, it is a stagey staple, but charmingly, the walls are adorned with posters of iconic Broadway flops.
And what's funny is sometimes a flop can turn into a hit, because merrily we roll along with something.
I think every time a revival opens on Broadway and a flop is sort of renewed and restored, like with Merrily, they should have their opening night party at Joe Allen.
That would be cute.
I think that's more like their Tony's party, if they win. In any
I was
case,
trying to say, maybe it's a party after they say, oh look, no. Okay, got it.
Hold on briefly. Ba, 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 ba. Carry on.
Here's my thing. They should have a party the day it overtakes when the flop closed.
Perfect.
I'm not celebrating it, because I was like, how do you know? Like, you don't want to jinx yourself.
Perfect.
So you do it when you've overtaken a flop run, and when you're like, we did
Okay.
it.
Yeah, no, that's smart. That's smart. But you had 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue, Merrily, Moose Murders, and more. Scandalous, the performers, so many, all your favourites. I don't know how often they add, and whether there are new shows.
Psycho was there. There wasn't many new. We were trying to
Where's
work out whether Diana
Lampika?
was
Where's Diana? I mean, nowadays, what do you like? What constitutes a flop? Because there are a lot of shows that run a decent amount of time and don't recoup.
Yeah.
So, how do we adjudicate true flopitude? And are we about to walk past another one right now? En route to our evening show, 7 p.m. performance of Becky Shaw, which we've heard great things about. It's another of this season's play revivals. It's at the Hayes, one of my favourite playhouses on Broadway, owned and operated by Second Stage Theatre.
I love how it's like the blue pointillism effect.
Yeah, it's a nice little intimate space because I think in general the contemporary American play is quite an intimate one conceptually, and a lot of Broadway theatres aren't necessarily conducive to that. And the Hayes, as one of, if not the smallest, is I think it is the smallest. Yeah, it's not like, I guess Circle in the Square is also in that territory, but it's, yeah, that space is a friend of the modern Broadway play, which is why some of the best things we've seen there, purpose or appropriate / appropriate, that kind of play you love to see. And here it is. Last night we were across the street at Cat's the Jellicle Ball, and tonight there's only so many more times I can tell you the name of this play. It's Becky Shaw by Gina Gianfrido, directed by Trip Coleman, starring these people. We're going inside now to pick up our tickets and go see a play. We're hanging out in the lounge upstairs at the Hayes, the name of which I can't remember, but we've got a fantastic view of 44th Street and the Broadhurst and the Champions Lounge. Thank you, Aeron. Aeron can read. There you go. And I had to come show you these babies over here. Just a couple of American Theatre Wing Tony Awards. NBD, no big deal.
Hello, it's Aeron. It is very loud music, but I am here in the interval to show you the auditorium. So this is the front of the stage. I kind of love this, like Becky Shaw, how it's been done. Very striking. But if you can see on the walls why we love it, it's like this blue, like pointillism. Like there's a whole design all over it, but it's so pretty. So you kind of have this artwork on these white walls and then these like neon yellow kind of chandeliers. I'm really, really intrigued by this play. I see why everybody's talking about it now.
Tell the people where we are now, Aeron James.
We are waiting across from the Walter Curve for Kate, because Kate saw Hadestown.
Yes, we are waiting for Kate. It is slightly raining, and so today I am grateful. Normally I'm resentful of this exact urban umbrella because it blocks the marquee. I'm going to sneeze. I'm going to sneeze.
I've been like that today.
Take the camera. Take the camera.
Oh.
No, it's passing. It's passing.
I mean, now we're just holding hands like we've been changed for good.
I have been changed. No, damn it. Every time. Normally I'm resentful of this urban umbrella, which is what these things are called, by the way, urban umbrellas. Or this might just be scaffolding. No, this is an urban umbrella. This is an urban umbrella. Normally I'm resentful because it blocks the Longacre from Times Square. And it's one of the reasons why we've said this theatre has been cursed for months, if not years. But Two Strangers seems to be breaking this curse. Two Strangers is the longest running show at the Longacre since the great reopening, since the shutdown. So good for Two Strangers, the audience of which are currently leaving as we wait for Hadestown, which is obviously longer. Loved Becky Shaw. Loved Becky Shaw. Had a great time. That's exactly the kind of thorny, contentious, shocking, contemporary American play that I come here for. Purpose is another of those. Everything Brandon Jacobs Jenkins is writing is another of those. Ballasters was another of those, but sort of a little older and a little more sort of witty rather than just shocking.
Yeah, Ballasters was more the funniness of like different personalities and how they
a sort of contemporary comedy of manners and perceptions and identities and identity politics. Whereas Becky Shaw was like complicated, messy people coming into collision.
Like, oh, they just
lots of that. The last half hour was like, oh. So stick around for that.
The Ballasters had for different reasons.
Yeah, both great plays.
Both great.
Probably the
Show
two.
day, that would be great.
Yeah, two best plays we've seen this week. I want to show you the specialty cocktails because they were serving those in the lounge upstairs, which I returned to in the intermission. I shan't tell you the fancy award-winning actors and their director husband who I was hobnobbing with. And by hobnobbing I mean I saw they were there and I went, oh. And that's all I did. The dress, I now understand these names. The dress was a raspberry wisp with absolute vodka, my fave, raspberry liqueur and lime juice served on the rocks with a splash of cranberry juice. That's a single and it's a small drink, it's a sipper. The I Have Never Been in Therapy is a gin gimlet with beefeater gin, lime and orange juices and a splash of blood orange Monin served on the rocks, which also sounds nice. The Love Is Worth a Hangover, a Jack Daniel's Manhattan with sweet vermouth and Angostura bitters served on the rocks. How was that?
It was nice. It was like in the land of an old-fashioned, like a very slow sip drink.
Yeah, which I think is good for a play. Just be careful with cups filled with ice, because they're loud. Hilarious to me that Kimberly Akimbo was like, no more ice cups, and plays are like, fine. Anyway, the Where's the Bubbly? I get it, I get it. A blueberry Prosecco, which fascinated me, with blueberry Monin and lemon juice. The Leicester Needs a Lawyer. A peanut butter whiskey high or low ball with screwball whiskey and club soda. Sam Tutty has emerged with a splash of raspberry liqueur available upon request, and the Pocket of Mystery, Micampo Silver Tequila, raspberry liqueur, lime, and orange juices. So, plenty of delicious options, even at a play. No surprises, we made it to Holdfast, where we are dancing to this song from & Juliet the musical that subsequently became a pop hit. I am eating truffle mac and cheese and drinking as socially acceptable. Woo! Dramatic final scenes on our penultimate evening of the trip in Manhattan, because I am heading moments before midnight to the takeaway window of Junior's restaurant to try and get some blueberry cheesecake, because I want it. Am I hungry? No, not really. I've lost any sense of hunger because I've been eating New York portions and New York indulgences for the past 2 weeks now. The mac and cheese I just had. I had a lovely dinner earlier. I don't know that I was hungry at 11 p.m. for mac and cheese, but I had it, and it was great, and I enjoyed it. But when I go home, I need to fast, and then when I'm done fasting, look at some vegetables, and when I'm done looking at those vegetables, eat said vegetables. I need fiber, I need green things. Currently, I'm still on a vacation that is in fact work, but as soon as this is over, there needs to be a cleanse. However, it's not over yet. It's not over until the fat lady sings, as they say. And that lady will be me when I sing after eating this slice of cheesecake, which hopefully I'm able to obtain. Good news, still open. Good news, still open. This is the situation here at the Junior's takeaway window, and this is what we're going with. Blueberry cheesecake. Good morning, everybody. My hair is... wow. Wow. What in the George Michael is going on here? Welcome to our final day. Aeron James, it's our final day.
It is our final day.
I say good morning... made that worse. I say good morning by virtue of the fact it's 11:59. Nope, it's midday. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to our final day in New York. We are here in Brooklyn. Everything I do to my hair right now is making... like, this is unsalvageable. Actually, Ogie is very sad that we're leaving, but really he's sad that we're not sharing our breakfast with him, which is a breakfast of champions, black and white cookie. Now, you may be seeing this and thinking, Mickey Joe, are you colourblind or am I? And the answer, and perhaps you are, the answer is, no, I'm just calling it that, because it is a black and white cookie. But they do versions at William Greenberg, where Aaron got this for me, where they do it with different colours. We think this is inspired by the Mets, which is a sports team. I've learned things. There we go. Basketball? Basketball?
Yes.
We'll assume so. I'm going to eat this for breakfast. We're going to go get some lunch. We have one more show. We are seeing an off-Broadway first preview, the return engagement of an acclaimed play, Well, I'll Let You Go, at Studio Seaview, our second time at the venue. That is all later. We've checked into our flight. it's not a thrillingly exciting final day to show you because we're not doing a whole bunch of tourist activities.
We basically hit the exhausted part, so we're we're slowly preparing ourselves for the journey back and transition from being in New York to London, UK again.
Yeah, we've started to figure out what our next couple of weeks look like because all of that planning needs to happen ahead of time. But yeah, this trip has been amazing, and by the end it's also been a little bit knackering as well. We are a little bit exhausted and we are ready. Yeah, we're ready to have a couple of days where we don't see theatre every day and where I have a little bit of time to catch up on reviewing everything. Speaking of which, currently editing the Cat's the Jellicle Ball review. This is how the magic happens, everybody. But yeah, ready to head home soon after one more day in New York. This time tomorrow, we will be on a plane in the sky. So we're going to make the most... What the hell is going on here? We're going to make the most of our final, now less than 24 hours in New York. I finished my Cats review. Meow. We're now heading out to Bagel World, our fave, to go get some lunch, and it continues to be a terrible hair day for me because what do you mean? What is happening here? I'm just gonna hide all trace of it. There we go. I'm ready to go. I'm ready.
Oh my god.
This is the bagel of the day. Shout out to Hannah Lowther. This is a beef sausage, egg and cheese. I will miss you, New York, your giant bagels and your pork alternatives. And this is a blueberry oat iced matcha from Hungry Ghost.
Oh, you need to mix that.
I do need to. I've been mixing it. I need to mix it a little bit more. But looking forward to it.
It's hours later, and the day has brought us to the Isle of Manhattan. I know you do. Where we are heading to Drama Bookshop because the script for The Ballasters has just been published. And is exclusively available from Drama Bookshop on 39th. However, they close in 10 minutes. So we are getting a move on, as the people say. It's there. We made it. Is it still open? It's 5 to 7. We only want a script. We found it. I never know which plays I do and don't have. I need to do an entire spreadsheet and carry it with me at all times. I also, let's see, look at this. I don't like the Samuel French covers, but this has a picture on. So this is cute. We like this. Yeah, I don't know about that. We found it, and we got other scripts. We also got Becky Shaw. We also got Prince F, which we saw on one of our previous trips back in
theatre that
November.
we were about to go to.
Yeah, in Studio Seaview. That was our first ever visit to that theatre. We couldn't take you inside because they were stickering over the phones. But tonight maybe we can? Question mark. We will find out because we are seeing for our final show in New York the first preview of Well, I'll Let You Go off Broadway. This ran previously. Where was it before? Was it in Brooklyn?
It just got Drama Desk nomination.
I thought it was in Brooklyn.
It was in Brooklyn. I forget the theater.
This ran previously in Brooklyn.
Oh, I think it was
Now it's up there.
It may have been at the church where we saw Terse.
Oh!
Maybe. Don't quote me.
How fun! I loved that space. And now it's at Studio Seaview, which is a fun, it's an off-Broadway space under new ownership.
Yeah.
Courtesy of Seaview. So we're heading up there. Ours is an 8 p.m. curtain, it's just gone 7. And we're going to drop off Kay at Two Strangers Carry a Cake Across New York because both covers are going on. Both of the two covers who opened with the show off Broadway, they've added more covers to the company.
One of which I've seen. I have not seen.
You haven't seen Vincent?
I haven't seen Vincent.
But we've met Vincent socially, so that will be fun.
I've seen Vincent in other shows.
I'm quite jealous, actually. Look at this cactus. Look at this sombrero. Is it a pickle? What is it? I don't know what it is. It was a sombrero wearing inflatable green thing. I've said this before, I'll say it again. Broadway marquees should be utilizing inflatables more. If the construction is going to block the view from Times Square and a digital marquee isn't doing it, you need one of those inflatable, like, car dealership men going like, woo! I think that would be strong.
heading past the New York Times, and carrying a tote bag and not a backpack this evening because Aeron and I have been very good boys and have packed already, but all of the playbills are in my little black backpack inside of a suitcase, adding 5 kilograms of weight to it. But I am promoting Kenrex on the streets of Manhattan. I'll just shout to people that it's at the Lucille Lortel. Dropped Kate off at the Long Acre because our curtain is half an hour later, and my Kenrex tote bag beckoned to us someone wearing a purple balloon who was doing like street flyering with little cards with QR codes for Well, I'll Let You Go. And they were like, how was Kenrex? We were like, Kenrex is great. And then they were like, do you want, like, here's a show if you've got time? We're like, we're going right now. Like, immediately, that is the next place that we are walking to this very evening as soon as we're done with this conversation. So that was exciting. Always nice to be able to tell someone, yes, don't worry. Anyway, heading down to Studio Seaview now for Well, I'll Let You Go. And here it is, Well, I'll Let You Go. One of those rare plays with punctuation in the title. Here at Studio Seaview, a new play by Bubba Weiler, directed by Jack Serio, whose work we have seen, but only in London, I believe. Because I'm pretty sure Jack Serio directed Clarkston. Anyway, we're going to head inside now. The entrance is over that way. And go and enjoy once more the gorgeous interior of Studio Seaview. Just checked in down here, scanned our tickets, but look at this company board, this 3-dimensional company board. Love that. And here we are in the bar. It's actually kind of open plan, so you can glimpse into the auditorium already. But we are in Bar Petra, here upstairs at Studio Seaview, enjoying glasses of rosé. Cheers to you, Aeron James, at the end of a very long 2-week New York theatre trip, finishing with Off-Broadway. Cheers to you, tiny people in my camera. Clink. Thank you for following along. It isn't over quite yet, but I am holding a glass, so I'm making a toast. And now we've finished our wine and the house has opened. We are in our seats on the corner of the very front row. You can glimpse the playing space there, the rear curtain. There are some seats on the sides of the playing space. There is also a full block of seating behind my head, extending back up there. Oh! Look at that, the program is foldable. There you go, and that makes the purple balloon makes more sense with that artwork as well. Drive-by view of the merch on the way out. It's disappearing, it's disappearing. Pause if you would like to further browse the apparel and other merchy trinkets as we head out of Studio Seaview. I see a puddle. Is it raining or has it rained? I don't think it's raining. I see no drops in the puddle. As we head out to the world, it's still here. It disappeared for 100 minutes, but it's still here. Final show done.
Oh, pretty emotional
final show done. That was remarkable.
Yeah.
That was fantastic. What a gift.
I'm really glad we managed to catch it, though.
Yeah, thrilled to have caught the first preview. It'll only get tighter, it'll only get funnier in the beginning, more impactful.
Look what's happening. He's doing a vox pop out of a show. In America they call them testimonies. We always call them vox pops in the UK. He's filming it outside the theatre about what he thought.
Apologies, I was volunteering my services to do some post-show testimonials as a first preview audience member. And a friend of the producers, and so glad we had the chance to see that. I can't review it fully because it's a first preview, but it's already pretty extraordinary. It had a run beforehand. I stand by everything I just said to their camera, which is the emotional honesty of a piece like that, the immediacy of a piece like that. You can see plays on Broadway. There's a lot of like witty and very interesting stuff happening right now on Broadway, but for truth, for the human condition, for grief, for profoundly vulnerable performance, go straight to Studio Seaview. That was beautiful. I hope this is coming out in time for you to catch that. This will be out in like a week and a bit, so yes, you should still have time to go see Well, I'll Let You Go. I also halfway through figured out what the title meant, and that I'd been nearly fell to my death on my final night. Halfway through, I figured out what the title meant, and that I'd been sort of saying it wrong. It's not, well, I'll let you go. It's, well, I'll let you go, which is what you say to end an ongoing phone conversation. And the meaning of that revealed itself to me. Had a great time. Had a fantastic time. What a last show to have caught. Instantly makes the top 5 of the trip, I think, which I'm now going to start thinking about. But my goodness. And for the final time on our trip, we've made it to Holdfast. Woo! Where we are eating pulled chicken loaded fries, and I'm drinking Arnold Palmer's, and you can hear what my voice sounds like. And that's because I have seen theatre every day for the last 14 days. But tomorrow we're getting on a plane, and strangers aren't going to tell me a story, and if they try to, I'm going to ignore them. But good food, good friendship. We're arguing about the Tony Awards. And then finally, after 23 shows in 2 weeks, we went home.
Yeah.
We flew back from New York after an intense couple of weeks and some great shows and amazing times seeing friends. Do you have a highlight of the entire trip? Huge question.
That is a huge question.
Yeah. That 3-show Saturday at the end of part 2 was pretty great.
That was a pretty good day. That was a very good, 3 shows.
Yeah. But also I loved the 1776 and 6 2-show day that we did.
It was a lot of fun.
At the very beginning.
2 states.
Yeah. And that last show we saw, Well, I'll Let You Go, we weren't sure about adding it in. We were like, do we try and rush Oh Mary? Do we go to first preview of this? I'm so glad, because I do think it was one of the best things we saw the entire time.
And the Ballisters, who knew that play was gonna...
Who knew? How much did we love the Ballisters? So much. Anyway, thank you for joining us vicariously. You may notice it's 1 week later when I'm filming this. I have completely different hair, and also we're in the Lake District.
Yeah.
To find out how all of that happened, stay tuned for a Return to the UK vlog. Next week, we are back at the theatre 12 hours after landing in the UK from our transatlantic flight.
Very high-paced.
Yeah. And then after that, even more theatre going that we are heading towards now. Stay tuned, make sure you're subscribed. Thank you for watching this vlog, and as always, we hope that everyone is staying safe and that you have a stagey day. Bye.
Bye.
For 10 more seconds, I'm MickeyJoTheatre. Oh my god, hey. Thanks for watching, have a stagey day. Subscribe!